Hello, and welcome to Tietoevry discussing the multi-channel and live invoice for the UK market. I am Steve Tate, the UK sales manager, responsible for all things commercial, and I'll introduce you to Odd Eggle, who is the product manager for Tietoevry, discussing the multi-channel and live invoice solutions. Welcome, Odd Eggle.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much.
So I think, first of all, what we'd like to do is just really understand what building a digital future looks like for the UK market and UK businesses, and ultimately what they look to gain via this digital future that we're enveloping on.
Yes, and if you look at the most important things, we can start several areas here we will describe. If you start with how we can help increase the cash flow, that is the most important part of trying to achieve that is for us to see that we can offer billing that includes easy and fast integrated payment. So you get a smooth billing process where you get the invoice out and the consumer or the customer you have can then pay very easy and fast. This will ensure that you will increase the cash flow to get timely payments and less work on doing reminders and so forth. And the next step, I think, Steve, is that we will have to look at the improved customer experience. So when you do the billing, you want to make sure that you have no payment friction. So we will provide and look at how you can do the improved customer experience, and thus also could make this efficient, and the consumer will be very happy that this goes a smooth process. To do the billing, you have to have a mostly automated billing process. So if you automate things and make sure things are smooth in how you do the billing and presenting the invoice to your customer, you can then reduce the operational cost. You have lower billing costs because of automation. Things will go by itself. And through that automation and improved customer experience, you can actually see that you will get benefits on your customer service department, that you will actually be able to cut customer service costs through fewer customer inquiries. So the customer will be more happy and understand the bill, pay, and then be a happy customer.
Which is
for
what
you as a biller, Steve. Okay, come on, Steve. What did you want to say? Something?
That's it. So I think for the UK businesses, I think that is a crucial part, because the cost of living crises and things like that, everybody is just trying to reduce that overall cost, because yeah, it's a key driver and a key factor, I think.
I think that's also, yeah, I agree with you 100%. So for the biller, then you have to have full control and visibility. So to do that, if you have, because then you can actually serve the customer the best way, because you know exactly, has the biller paid or not? What is the status? Has he actually looked at the invoice? What is happening in a digital setting? When you go into the digital future, you want to be able to tell your end customer that I have the visibility, I can see what's happening, and I can help you to pay. And to do that, you will get a dashboard where you can see everything. And that dashboard is not only available for the billing department, but it will be available through integrations with your customer service software. So when a customer calls in, you will automatically right there and then see the status of what the biller has done. And this gives a excellent customer satisfaction, and the customer will trust you as a business because you have full control. And on this, reduced customer inquiries is important. It means that you are happier customers, and you will actually have lower cost in maintaining a customer service department, and you can focus on more proactive things towards your customer than reactive things.
Interesting.
And then, of course, you need to have a solution that gives scalability for growth, so you can onboard new customers, very smoothly. So you can do the customer growth without adding on to your headcount. And then the solution has to be built so that you can set up a customer, invoice them, the customer can then enter into a payment seamlessly, and then make sure that they pay their bills, everything's set up, they trust it, they get the information, and this will happen mostly automatic. So in a digital world, the customer feels like, okay, this was easy. I can become a customer of this company very easily. And this is very important. And that gives you the scalability for growth. You can run campaigns and acquire new customers. So I think, Steve, what do you think? Would we get happy customers out of this?
I think that's the experience that we're all hoping for, is that, yeah, that is the euphoric moment. So a happy customer, whilst they're ultimately still paying their bills, you want to remove that friction. You want to remove those barriers to payments and things. So I think, yeah, it looks good.
Great.
So moving forward then, what do these look like?
Now, we have a set of components that's very important in this. The one of them is the live invoice, because it makes it possible to create personalized two-way communication. So you can present the invoice and they can pay there and then, right on the invoice. You click the button and you can pay or set up a payment method. And through this, the customer will feel that this is really good, improved customer experience. They will get information about what the FAQs, like what is the questions mostly asked, how can I get answer my questions about things. And this will lead to attracting new customers and, of course, reduce churn. And then you get also the increased cash flow out of this, because the customer will set up their payment and pay on time. And through this, you will trust it. It will be compliant. You can feel that this is a solution I can trust, and it's simplified onboarding for a customer. They feel that they can be coming into this service and purchase this service, get it delivered, and pay for it in a very smooth way.
Perfect. So is there a particular industry or a segment that this specifically is designed for, or is it a unilateral product?
It's more unilateral. It goes for many segments, but it's very suited for recurring, service subscriptions. Like you subscribe to water, you have a credit card payment or a loan, consumer financing, or you have a utility bill, things like that. So you will have to handle these recurring things. It's very smooth in that way to build, to support those areas particularly. But that goes for local government. It goes for gas company, internet company. And we have experience with working with consumer financing worldwide or Europe, and also looking at the utility, especially also local government. So there's many areas that you can apply this to. So if you have a fairly higher base of customers, this will be very highly efficient and a good investment, because you will actually be serving a lot and you can grow seamlessly.
Perfect. So discussing multi-channel then, how do businesses have control? And is there like an overview so they can see at any given moment what the status is, as an example, based on the live invoices?
Yeah, underlying the customer communication that we described in the previous slide with live invoice, this is the core high volume transactional platform for document processing, and making sure that you have the delivery precision, and you have control over everything that goes on. So you can create the documents, the invoices, you can route them to the consumer, customer, and make sure that they're presented with the right information and that they get like a personal experience. And then you can handle the payment and integrate the payment and the communication channels where you communicate with notifications and so forth. And of course, provide the feedback to the biller so the biller has full visibility and control. So this is the core backbone kind of making sure that you can build the improved customer experience, that you can achieve the increased efficiency, and that you can lower your costs. And this is in a digital world first, but also physical if you need to.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the UK, the cost of second-class postage, it's just gone ridiculous in terms of, I think you're looking at around £1 now. So for business, it's slightly cheaper because obviously they'll have the volume based. But even so, it's still a lot of money to pay out. So if we can digitalize that, then that's great.
Yes, well, that's the aim, was to help digitalize as well, and also build this digital kind of a foundation for growing for these companies.
Perfect. So what are the key components that you see in a digital first culture? Obviously in the UK, we don't have that digital mailbox. We have inboxes on our phones and things like that. So that could be potentially deemed as a digital mailbox. But yeah, what are some of the key components for you?
I think when you go digital, the first and foremost is a good customer experience. A customer is happy digitally is worth their weight in gold. I mean, this is the foundation, because when you go digital, it has to work. There's no chance of not working. It's supposed to work. And to understand everything you get, understand what you're doing in a digital world is important, because people have different kind of digital skills, and you want to be able to cover as many as possible. So you have to make it simple. So the digitalization is important, and understanding that for them to digitalize, people to digitalize, they have to be happy about it. Otherwise, they say, okay, send me an email or send me a paper invoice. We don't want that. And to do that, you have to have delivery precision. You have to make sure that you get the right information to the right person at the right time, and that they give them the right options to do something, and understandable that you can do it. Of course, if you do that, what you get back as a business is the increased cash flow. You get the increased efficiency and lower costs. So many people think that, okay, if I go to a solution that improves customer experience, that will be more expensive for me, but it's not. I mean, if you build this solution as we think it should and provide it, then you will actually get cost cuts, because you cut costs not only on postage, but you can actually do more things efficiently. And then providing analytics and insights gives you the tools to, as a biller, to trust that this will work. You can see everything working. And of course, we are compliant with security and sustainability.
Perfect. Thank you for that. So is there an overview, I guess, that you can describe at a very high level from the biller's perspective to the end consumers, and how that data transforms through Tietoevry?
Yeah, I will not get in, of course, I will not go into the details of the solution, but I can give you high levels that just outline the most important, because there's a lot of details, a lot of functionality, of course. But the biller is concerned about one thing, is to get out the invoice to the customer, make sure that he pays and he's happy, and he will stay as a customer. That's the most important. And then they will send out the bills. We will receive and validate it. We can personalize information. If different people should have different messages, like, could be based on gender or age or where you live. And then you visualize the invoice and create the document. And that the invoice is created like in a live invoice setting, where it is a two-way dialogue with the invoice. Then we make sure that the consumer get access to that live invoice. And on that live invoice, we offer recurring or instant payment. So you can pay it instantly, or you can set up a recurring payment. And you won't believe it, but the onboarding of recurring payment is quite easy. And of course, you use your bank app to authenticate yourself, your payment. And then the UK direct debit will be supported, so you can have this going every month. And then we will provide the necessary notifications to the customer, so that the customer will know when the money is taken out of their account, if everything is okay, and then the status goes to the biller. They have a full control over the cash flow and make sure that they can see that this actually gives them money coming in. And this is closed, but that closes that cycle. But in addition to that, you can do customer messaging. You can send out SMS and emails if necessary. You can also send out other documents like letters and so forth. And we can do this digitally or physically if possible, if they want it. And then we make sure that all the necessary laws and regulations are followed in terms of archiving. And we will do that in cooperation with the biller, making sure that there will be a long time archive in addition to that the consumer has access to their invoices or historical invoices for a period of time.
Fantastic. Thank you. So it's a pretty trusted solution.
It's a well-proven and trusted solutions in the Nordics and in part of Europe, and we hope now it will be also in the UK.
Excellent stuff. So can you give me a brief overview, and for anybody watching this, a brief overview of where and what Tietoevry is, and how we can support businesses moving forward, I guess?
Tietoevry is a large Nordic-based IT services company with a global reach. We are present in many countries, and we are a multi-billion euro or pound company. Tietoevry has a good reputation and well known in the Nordics. We are a digital first company, and we focus on compliance and sustainability and all that stuff. And we have a set of products that we offer out too. And we are a software company focusing on software deliveries. We have well-proven solutions with high volume. And we have a standing, and we find that this infrastructure we can expand into other countries, and we can offer with smaller modifications a good service for several markets. We provide it to a wide range of large and medium and even small-sized companies, and we have IT services as a software product, but also consulting attached to that. And we operate in several industries. We are also especially big in banking and financial sector, and have several also UK banks as customers currently. And we are expanding that to get into Europe. So Multichannel is also integrated with other softwares in Tietoevry that we provide out to larger banks or financial institutions or other companies in Europe. And we hope and look forward to being present in the UK market with our service and explore and help businesses gain the benefits that we can offer to increase their business and sales.
That's perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Steve. I hope it was very good questions you had. I hope I have answered them well enough.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure that people can reach out to you if they have any more questions.
Very much so. And on that point, my contact details are on the screen now. My LinkedIn is in the QR code. But yeah, first of all, thank you for your time. I know that time is precious. But yeah, I think that that's a really informative session. I think we can really see the scale that Tietoevry can offer to the UK market. And I look forward to having conversations in the future with the many prospects I'm hoping that will come through this now. Thank you.
Thank you.